the story of Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani. He was an orphan. His father died when he was 4 years old, and his mother died when he was still a toddler. Under the care of his older sibling, he grew into a teenager who was diligent, hardworking, and very careful in living his life, and had a high degree of independence. He was born on the banks of the Nile River in Egypt. Once, when he was still studying at Islamic school, he was known as a diligent student, but he was also known as a stupid student, always lagging far behind his friends. In fact, he often forgets the lessons taught by his teacher at school, which makes him discouraged and frustrated. He decided to go home and leave school. On the way home, in his anxiety to leave school, the rain fell very heavily, forcing him to take shelter in a cave. When he was in the cave, his gaze was fixed on a trickle of water that was dripping little by little, hitting a hole in a rock. He was shocked. He also muttered to himself, "What a miracle." Seeing this incident, he thought about how it was possible that the stone could be hollowed out with just a drop of water. He continued to observe the water droplets and came to the conclusion that the stone had holes due to continuous water droplets. From that incident, he suddenly realized that no matter how hard something is, if it is sharpened continuously, it will become soft. Even a hard rock can be punctured by water droplets, let alone my head, which doesn't resemble the hardness of a rock. So my head can definitely absorb all the lessons if it is accompanied by perseverance, diligence, and patience. Since then, his enthusiasm grew again, and he returned to school and met his teacher and told him about the incident he had just experienced. Seeing the high enthusiasm that radiated from his soul, his teacher was willing to accept him back to become a student at that school. Since then, changes have occurred in Ibn Hajar. He became the smartest student and surpassed his friends who had become great scholars and had many essays in books that are famous in our time.
Ask for again.